What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com. Monday, a brand new week, April the 25th, 2022. Happy Monday, everyone. Good to see you again. You didn't see me really at all over the past week. And again, I told you that videos were going to slow down over the next week as we started this transition period. Obviously, I've been telling you guys for the last few weeks, about a month now, honestly, that we did get locked into our new space, and it was something that we have been working on for the better part of a year, trying to get the numbers right, trying to come to an agreement, everything. I mean, truthfully, it was the spot that we wanted. It's more than we need, but it was just the perfect setting. Obviously, you know, the building, the floor, I mean, everything is perfect. So the LPL Financial Building, if any of you guys know where that is, if you're familiar with the Charlotte metro area, you guys will know. That's where we are moving. We don't actually officially move in until May. Second week of May is when we can officially move in, and we can occupy on a full-time basis starting May. It's like 28th. It's 23rd. That's the day we can officially, you know, not just be moved in, but occupy on a full-time basis. So obviously, when that kind of came about unexpectedly, that they were going to accept the offer that they had once or twice previously turned down, did not accept, you know, it was unexpected. And, you know, we were in the midst of getting ready to extend the current lease where we were at for another year, and it kind of came in. So then it went from gathering all that to then, you know, doing the process of getting out of a lease and all that stuff. So obviously, with having to do that on short notice, they basically said, okay, you know, you can get out of it, you know, no penalties or anything, but you got to be out in 2 weeks. And we're like, oh my God. So obviously, some things having to just be put up, trying to transition most of my people to be able to work from home for at least the next couple of weeks. You know, me included, but I have a home office, so that's not a big deal. And then obviously get a temp space set up for the people that I need to have, you know, a physical office space where I need to go in and be able to sit with them at all times, instead of constantly, you know, having people come over and sit at my house all day. You know, plus there are some of those people that live, you know, clear on the other side of the city, and they would have an hour drive one way with traffic, and it's like, you know. So finally got all that done last week. That got wrapped up late Wednesday, and then of course I went out of town on Thursday, did not get back until late Saturday, and then yesterday just, you know, trying to tidy up some things. And now this week, it starts an odd week as far as, you know, because we're in this transitional period in a place that we're not used to, but it's going to be very short-lived. It'll be over before you know it, and we'll be in the brand new space that everyone's so excited for. Got the new equipment ordered, all the new office furniture, all that stuff that is set to be delivered on the 23rd, on that Monday. So excited there. But while I did not plan on making a video through Thursday of last week, I did plan on getting a couple out over the weekend. It just, you know, got so busy with not just work and having to work remotely, and so many games going on and so much action taking place. But then on top of that, just the travel in and of itself and everything, it didn't work out. So it is what it is. I wasn't there the last week. I hate it, but back now, starting the week off on the right foot. Closed the week out yesterday with another great day across the board. The only thing that was, I guess, less than exciting was the NBA. Yesterday I had 2 NBA plays, both underdogs. We took the Denver Nuggets and the Atlanta Hawks, both underdogs. Cashed in the Denver Nuggets, outright winners, easy win. The Atlanta Hawks unfortunately did not come through, so we went 1-1. And, you know, it is what it is. You know, no harm, no foul. Yeah, we lost a little bit of juice, but again, 1 unit plays just the juice on that, so really not anything to cry about. As far as the NHL goes yesterday, great day. Boston Bruins, them easy winner there. Predators and the Minnesota Wild over, easy win there. Blues another easy winner. I mean, so across the NHL yesterday, the only game that we lost was the Avalanche, and we took them in regulation. So again, one of those games that you look back and you say, you made the right call. You know it. Every single number supported it. And Colorado didn't even play the day before, which made the game even that much more, not just likable, but it just made the numbers support it that much more. But again, we can't control what the players get out there and do, once they take the ice or the field or the court. It's all in, we have no control over that. And sometimes things just don't work out the way that we want them to, need them to, or that they should. So it is what it is. We drop one there, but we win every single other NHL play that we put out. And then we get into my pride and joy, the MLB. Another great day there. Following up Friday, we had a split day Friday, which, we've got some new people on this year, and, you explain to them, listen, you follow the money management system, you follow the system that I've put in place. You always flat bet every premium play to win one full unit, and that one unit is whatever your bankroll will allow one unit to be. Most of our clients, one unit is $1, $1,000. So they're betting to win $1 on every single premium play across the board, no matter what sport, what day it's in. Daily top plays, same thing, but 3 units. Games of the week, 5 units. Games of the month, 7 units. Games of the year, 10 units. And if it were to ever exceed that, it would only be if I clearly and explicitly said to do so, which is rare. But we go out there, we have a 2-2 day on Friday, and people are like, oh, well, you would have lost juice. Well, no, because in that 2-2, 2-2, that's right, we won a top play. So we picked up over a unit of profit on a day that was a split day. Nothing to get overly excited about going 2-2, but making money is making money. Profit is profit, and if you have a profitable day, that is success, and that's the only thing that matters. I'm the MLB king for a reason, and that's because even on my bad days, if you rolled every bad day, because bad days are bound to happen, you rolled every one of them into it and said, okay, here are your bad days based on the record. How many of them were actually bad? 65 to 70% of those bad days will actually be days of profit and good days, whether the record shows a good day or not. Always follow the system. Do it to a T. Do not steer from it, stray from it for any reason, and you will make money hands down. But yesterday, great day. We had the Oakland Athletics as an underdog on the money line, small underdog, plus $1.10. No big deal there, but a winner. The only MLB game that we dropped was he also took the over 7.5 runs in that very game. Oakland and the Rangers, that one did not go over. Oakland shut them out 2-0. There were enough hits. There was enough offense. Terrible base running on both sides, and obviously not capitalizing on what you have in scoring position, mainly on the part of the Rangers. Definitely on the part of Oakland throughout a stretch of the game. When they wanted to play, they could have played. Then they just slowed it down when they realized that it seemed like Texas wasn't even attempting to score. So that, but we also took the nice little overplay on the Orioles and the Angels, winning there. We also took the LA Dodgers on the money line, nice winner there. And we also had the Mariners. That game right there, why everybody hated that pick, I made it back-to-back days for a reason. The Mariners and the Royals going over the total. Both totals were a point, 1.5 runs off at minimum, and we cashed in both of them yesterday. So overall, a good day, a profitable day, and another big day in Major League Baseball, which leads me to a big exciting announcement. Many of you have been anticipating this based on the emails that have gone out over the past few days. People have been asking since really the 3rd or 4th day of the season, hey, when do you anticipate releasing your first game of the week for the Major League Baseball season for 2022? Or people sending in emails, to the general mailbox or to, some of the sales staff asking, hey, when do you think Chase will release his first game of the week for the 2022 season for Major League Baseball? Guys, there's no set schedule. I have only released 4 top plays in Major League Baseball so far, and we're almost 3 weeks into the season. I mean, almost 4 weeks in. We're just over 3 weeks into the season, and I've only released 4 top plays. One of them, unfortunately, we didn't cash it by a hook. And it could have happened had it not been for just poor planning on the manager's part. We'll put it that way. They're the ones that did not want to throw in the pinch runner at that time to ensure that somebody was going to go for it, and they were not going to be able to catch him. Number one, I don't even think they would have gone for it just because of the fact they believe they were defeated because of how late in the game it was, and they were down by 3 runs. They weren't out of it, but again, we can't control what they do. So 3-1 there. Premium plays on fire as always. But you cannot time when there's going to be a game of the week or a game of the month or game of the year. If there ever is one that I'm looking at days ahead of time that I say, hey, I believe that everything from the umpire crew, who the officials are going to be. So when you get your crew out there of these are the guys that are going to be umping this series or this game, and how they're going to do their rotation. So if the game is on a Tuesday, which of those guys will be behind home plate on that Tuesday? Which one will be right there behind second, in shallow outfield? Which one's going to be at first? Which one's going to be at third? All of these things you take into account. You take into account who you believe based on the pitching rotation is going to be up and truly pitching, what the bullpen's going to be like based on how they are depleting or lack thereof throughout, each game, and how the offense is doing and what they will be able to do based on the arm they're going to see. So usually if I'm looking at a game of the week, I've got it eyeballed 3 to 4 days ahead of time at minimum. So I told everybody on Friday that it was a possibility, and it was towards the end of the week, or towards the end of the weekend, beginning of the new week. And then on Saturday, again, email was sent out saying that it was, as of this moment, if everything lined up pitching wise, that it would be the first release. And I'm happy to say I have my very first Major League Baseball game of the week for the 2022 Major League Baseball season. The first of the season, the first of many, and it sure isn't going to be anything near the last. The first is always the sweetest because everybody has been not just so amped up and excited for baseball, and they're so happy it's back. Summer is basically here. If you live in the South like I do, it's already 90 degrees half the days or close to it, and it's baseball weather, baby. As soon as this pollen can get out of here over the next 30 days, it will truly be summer, and it'll be nothing but baseball for the next 3 months. And we love that. So everybody gets amped up, excited, and over the first 30 days, you see that money pouring in from all the wins. And not only that, you also get to couple that with NBA, which has absolutely been on fire all season long, and in the postseason, it's no different. Only having 2 days where we haven't profited, hitting over 80% in the NBA for the postseason, and then the NHL, which is averaged over 74% for the season, nearing towards the postseason, where we hope to keep up that 74+% so we can set a record that everybody said was impossible. And not only could we do it in the short term, we could do it from the very beginning of the season all the way through the Stanley Cup Finals and show you why I'm not just the MLB king. I'm the king of whatever sport I play, and I take all challengers no matter what sport it is. But of course, MLB is absolutely the top, and that's why people get more excited for MLB and the games of the week, games of the month, games of the year than they do in any other sport, because they know what it means. There are people that literally save their money to build a bankroll just to bet MLB. They'll bet MLB from opening day through the World Series. Once it's done, they'll take a very small percentage of their profit made, pay themselves. The rest they dump back into their bankroll so they can up their money management and how they do things, their 1 unit, their 3 unit, their 5 units the next season, and they wait until the next season opening day before they place another investment. That's how, and these are people that came from, more so than anything else, enjoying and preferring wagering on football or basketball. More so, and never liked doing baseball. And within a year, 2 years tops, that's all they will wager, and they are making more money doing that than they do some of them at very high paying, jobs, their career. So you're not with MLB, you better get with the program. Now, this is what I'm going to do for everybody. The play is up. You can get, if you're watching this video, you can go to chasewins.com. You hit the purchase tab. As soon as you go, the very first package you're going to see in the list of memberships you can buy is the MLB Game of the Week. $50, and of course, comes with the best pure profit guarantee in the business. Win, or you get 3 days of all plays, premium and daily top play, and all sports absolutely free. That's number one. Number two, I did release a package, or a discount code, or not a discount code, just a discount in general yesterday, but I know that it was Sunday. It was a little bit later in the day. People have been kind of just focused on this MLB stuff. So I know a lot of people were emailing me first thing this morning going, hey, I didn't see that yesterday. I got my wagers in. After that, I didn't even look at my email again. But I want to get this. Is there any way I could get it even though I didn't do it by midnight? So I decided, since the game of the week is today, and what better time to buy it than now, I'm going to extend the discount one more day. The 7-day all-access pass. Remember, we had it for $199 when it was first created and ever offered to the public. That was a couple of weeks ago. And I told everybody, you've got this week, you can buy it for $199. When you do, you can do the recurring billing where you're grandfathered in, and it will bill you $199, and you never have to pay more than that. But if you ever cancel it for any reason, like, oh, I don't need it no more, or hey, I can do this on my own now, and you decide to cancel it, if and when, because sure as the world you'll be back, you will not get that $199 price. You'll have to pay the normal $299 per week cost. This is an all-access pass. It's every premium play, every daily top play, game of the week, game of the month, game of the year, all sports. It also includes NASCAR. It includes everything. It is truly the same as an all-access month or an all-access year pass. It's the same thing. It's just for 7 days instead of longer. That $299 price I've dropped back to $199, and it's going to stay until midnight Pacific time tonight. So 3 a.m. Eastern time, you can get the 7-day all-access pass. Now, you say, why should I get that over just the game of the week? Well, number one, do you want to miss out on all the premium action tonight? Do you want to miss out on the daily top play that we have? What about the potential second daily top play that I'm looking at? Because there's already, I'll put it to you this way. I'm not going to say what sport that the daily top play that I already have locked in is in, but there's potentially a second one that is a Major League Baseball daily top play that is already guaranteed to be a premium. But if the pitching change that I believe is going to happen happens, it will be a daily top play instead of a premium play. You'll get 2 daily top plays, all the premium action, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, and you get the game of the week. You don't have to spend that extra $50 to buy it as a separate purchase as you would if you were not an all-access member. It's $200 well spent. Of course, everything comes with a pure profit guarantee. So that's the best bang for your buck as far as short-term and something that will give you access to the big play tonight. But the choice is yours. Jump on a 3-day all-sports pass, 7-day all-sports pass, whatever you want to do, and then buy the game of the week separately, or buy the 7-day all-access, or 30-day, or 1 year, whatever. Buy an all-access membership, and then you can get everything for the next 7 days, because guess what? I'm already looking at a game of the week for NHL. For, it's not tonight, obviously, but let's put it to you this way. It's in the next 72 hours. So, and you guys know, we've had a game of the week every week other than one for 2022 in the NHL, and we've only lost one. Think about that. 5-unit bangers. How much money we've made just on game of the weeks in the NHL. That's not, and in 4 months, that's not to mention the 4-0 clean sweep on the game of the months in NHL. That's 28 units, that in of itself. What about the game of the year that we won? 10 units. Guys, it's money hand over fist like you wouldn't believe. But we're on to a new day. We're on to a new week. It's going to be an incredible week. As always, Another profitable week last week. April has turned out to be just a fucking incredible month. We're on pace to have another record month, another consecutive record month. And in large part, that's due to last Saturday's insane 12-0 sweep. If you want to go back, or go to Twitter, and it gives a list of every game that was released that Saturday, one of those being the NHL game of the month, and it was obviously a winner. There was 12 plays, 3 daily top plays, 1 game of the month, and 8 premium plays. The game of the month wins. The 3 daily top plays, 3-0 sweep. The 8 premium plays, 8-0 sweep, for a 12-0 clean sweep of the board for a beautiful Saturday, and 24 units of pure profit made in a single motherfucking day. How about that shit? Find another person that can even come up with a good lie about doing that, let alone actually do it and have their clients sitting there drooling over the money they made for all the world to see. Congrats to everybody. We keep this pace up, it'll be another record month. This week is going to decide it all, and it's going to be big, and we're going to start it the biggest way we can. MLB Game of the Week goes tonight. Now, you're probably wondering what game it's in. I'm not going to tell you. There's not a lot of MLB action going on today. 5-6 games, that's it. Now, for the later action in Major League Baseball, there's a game at like 8:10. There's one at like 9:30, and there's one at like 10 p.m. Those times. I'm not going to tell you which game it's in, but it's in one of those games. I'll tell you that. And I will tell you that when the first pitch takes place, that package will no longer be for sale. You will not be able to buy that play. But I'm not going to tell you what play it's in, so if you are wanting to get on the play, whether you buy it separately or buy the all-access pass, my suggestion, just to ensure you don't miss out on it, buy it earlier than later. Buy it now. Buy it at 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. The first of those 3 games is at 8:10 p.m. Eastern time. So if you buy it before that time, you know that you're going to be able to get, number one, you're going to be able to purchase it. Number 2, you're going to be able to get your wager locked in before the game starts. You might be getting it locked in 2 hours before it starts or 10 minutes before it starts, because I'm not going to tell you what game that it's in. But it's in one of those 3, and you need to buy it before that first one starts just to be safe. That's all I'm going to say. $50 winner, you get 3 days of all plays in all sports, absolutely free. Now, let's get on a free play. And I tell you what I like about this tonight. And again, this is one of those games where you kind of have to take a big step back and kind of look from an aerial view, because what you see on paper, while it looks like it makes perfect sense and lines up perfectly, it's kind of one of those things where it can be deceiving. Because while you would be right, if you take that step back and you look and you actually know what you're doing and you know the sport like I do, you'll see 3 to 4 key little elements that you're like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. This throws a monkey wrench in it, and it changes the entire course of the way you think about the game and the outcome that you come up with. So again, while I'm not going to go in depth to every single key piece that made me think that, I'm telling you right now, you look on paper and you see this game and you see the way that it's laid out, the total makes sense, the money line makes sense because of the pitching matchup, because of the umpires if you follow that, because of the batting average of each of the starting 9 players that will play tonight for both teams. But you take that 10,000 foot view of it, completely different trajectory of the way I see this game going and the way that it will end up going. That you can take to the bank. So without going into 30 minutes of detail, let me just tell you this. What we are